Why hello there and welcome back to the beautiful town village of Ustenheim. Today we run away from a... oh crap. Today we explode a dog into little tiny pieces. Fortunately these guys over there are far enough away from me, so I can open this door. Yay! That's nice. Sup buddy, how's it going? I do not have the time or will to play with you. Whoa! That bullet went straight over my head. Nice. Anyway, I don't want to play with you all. I have a meeting with a teleporter room, a time streaming chamber, if you will, in the swamp. And none of you losers is gonna stop me from getting there. None of them. You hear me? None of them. So, which way should we go? Are there any dudes with cannons around? I think they only have swords, so they wouldn't be able to shoot me off the wall. In other words, let's take this way to the chamber. Also, no, I do not know what these phallic beasts in the swamp are. I assume they are just some other kind of demon that doesn't bother me at every step. Also, this thing's still locked. My goal lies over there. That's a time streaming chamber, actually. Also, when I float with a wind Reaver, I'm all windy. So I believe I'm gonna have to deal with this guy. Come here, buddy. There was enough of dealing with him. So, let's get on and in. He's kind of stuck up there, so we need this wind to go over there. See, my problem is there is a control thing that allows me to go up vertically. Nope, it's not charging. I know there's some sort of control thing, but as is, I just need to kind of, well, float around until I have the height. Yeah, this place looks vaguely familiar. It looks kind of like the chamber Cain built around the pillars 1,000 years after this. Yep, it's definitely a time streaming chamber. And it's working. So let's take our chances and jump in.
I had no choice but to act purely on blind faith. There was no way to tell what error this device was tuned to, and I had neither the knowledge nor the means to set the machine myself. I hesitated only briefly. Then, throwing the switch, I hurled myself into oblivion and relinquished my will to the hand of fate.
And the best thing about this, it ain't a pre-rendered cutscene. So, welcome to a new age. Well, the chamber is still standing and seems to be in good condition, so Whatever happened can't have been too bad. Or whenever we are can't be too bad. Ooh, the door is still there, so we are in the past.
Beyond all hope and against all probability, it seemed that the device had unerringly delivered me to the era I sought. For these were Sarafan banners, and these vampires apparently the victims of their crusade. The coincidence seemed too convenient to naively ascribe to fate. But whether my opportune arrival had been orchestrated by Mobius, or some other influence, I didn't know. If Janos Ordrin still lived, I would find him. But I was wary of further deception, and resolved to tread carefully.
Well, now we could go in... Don't interrupt me, door. We could go into the direction... Actually, there's a checkpoint. Let's check that before we move on. We could go into the direction of the squid. But we can't really do anything there because we need a new Reaver to progress in that direction. So let's... Ooh, the door is still here as well. Well, of course, we haven't kicked it down yet. Such small things in continuity or discontinuity are kinda neat about this game. There's relatively much attention to detail regarding these matters, I find. There's Sarafan banners everywhere, but preciously little Sarafan. Also, this swamp has no swamp-like properties like its brothers in the future. That's kinda nice. Frog. Wind Reaver, yes indeed. Fortunately, I do have a Wind Reaver handy. Also, not gonna save there just yet. I'll save when we are back in Ushtenheim.
For all the butchery of Mobius's crusade, this massacre was somehow more chilling. The killing fields of the Sarafan betrayed a kind of orderly ruthlessness. The cold-blooded righteousness of the true believer. I believe Raziel is starting to not like his Sarafan self quite as much as he did in the first game. Fly, my little demonic angel. Wahaha.
By all that is holy!
Here at last, in the flesh, I beheld my former brothers in arms, the warrior priests of the Sarafan Order, their lives devoted solely to the annihilation of the vampire plague. And while I confess, I felt a twinge of longing, a pang of grief for what I had believed was my lost virtue, I regarded them now with none of the reverence I formerly felt. For I had seen the human face of the vampires, and now I beheld the monstrousness of these men.
To be fair, the only vampire you've really met, other than Cain anyway, is Vorador. And yeah, the human face of the vampire. Whatever you say, Raziel. Also, the humans have spitters as well now. They are women with bald heads, because it was too difficult to animate their hair, I guess. Ah. Trust me, they are women. When you hit them, they scream. Making me... Come here. Idiot. He actually came. Nice. So, they are under me, are they? Now, Seraphon are pretty good at blocking. So that's kind of where you need to start using endgame tactics. Like how they are just standing there. Oh well. I just wanna get to the save point right quick. And save. Because this is kind of the last save point before the next bigger plot points of the game. And this is still by no means the pillar's path. The thing just displays the... Ow! I'll kill you so hard. I'll desecrate the freaking save point with you. And swallow your soul while I'm at it. Of course. Ah, snap.
Free yourself, demon!
Free your soul? Free your soul has nothing to do with this game. Free your soul is part of Zero's game. I killed him without even seeing him. Nice. Good, good, good. Moving on. Sup. Oh wow. Don't hit me, don't hit me. Yes, the mage missed in the crucial moment.
Will rid Nosgoth of your kind.
Shut up, buddy. Ah. I'm surprised I made it up here after the mage hit me. That is not normal, let me tell you that.
After my long journey, I finally stood on the threshold of enlightenment. For here was Janos Audrin's mountain retreat, intact and unblemished. The upheaval that would one day topple this ancient edifice had not yet occurred. And while I had no certainty that Janos still lived, this scene boded well. For I presumed that the collapse of the retreat must have followed the ancient vampire's demise. There was only one obstacle. How to reach the balcony suspended at that maddening height, so far beyond my reach. For this was the architecture of winged creatures. The tattered ruins of my wings were of no use. I would need to devise some other means into that mountain.
Oh, Raziel, I'm sure we can work something out. I mean, the entire lake is frozen over, which is kinda neat, actually. We've been here before, and we've swum around. Well, I think I know how to get in there already. Just look at that sign. I've seen that before. Yeah. This is still kinda neat. Nifty. One soul is all I need. Let's go back to the material realm and swim down this crooked corridor, which suddenly got a lot, well, darker. That's usually a thing about the spectral realm, it's much brighter. You can see much farther from there. And welcome to Shadows Aldrin's Tower. Now these towers are puzzle towers, they are basins of blood, for the lack of a better word. Wow! And pots that you have to do something with. So let's get out our Reaver. We obviously need a Dark Reaver to blind that eye. And that way it just leads back outside to a point that it couldn't have reached before, I think. I wanna check it out right quick. But it's just a long, winding hallway and not a whole lot. Also, we need the freaking Wind Reaver to get out. Well, we are not gonna do that. But you all know it's there, in case you ever want to leave and save during this tower sequence. I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna pull it off in one sitting. In other words, I'm gonna be sitting here for at least one more hour, I think. Huh. Can I make this jump? Yes, I can. How nice. That's a Wind Reaver. Well, I'll take it. Oh hey, the design on this thing is a little bit different than the others. The others have 3 little symbols around the center. The Wind Reaver actually seems to have... Well, to be fair, the entire basin is different, because this is a different place, I guess. Ah, frick. There are no light and dark reefers out here. Know what that means? We need to go outside. Yeah. Should have waited just a bit to go there, really. Also, I don't think we could have exploded this part from the outside. That would have been way too easy. Now, I need a Dark Reaver somehow. What do you mean, Raziel, you can get up there? No, shut up. Ow! Ow! Freaking thing. You know what? You die. The most horrible death by Soul Reaver. Check. So, Dark Reaver acquired. Let's get back into our Janus Audron's place. Oh yeah, we kind of need to open that, don't we? Story-wise, I mean. Anyway, we kind of need the Dark Reaver to solve the puzzle. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cut after this puzzle, so I can easily say I'm gonna do that in this video, so yeah, I'll have a fun time. So, grabbing my potty, filling it with blood, nice. Excellent. Now, well, there's only one way to go, so there's that. try to solve them puzzles what are in here. As simple by spreading the blood evenly. And then it rains blood and we get a staircase. A quite fancy looking staircase actually. Very fancy. There are sounds, and I'm not sure I like them. This does look very impressive though. You have a nice home, Janus sword. And this thing here is what we're gonna do next time.
The mountain's interior was hollow, I discovered, and graced with soaring architecture unique to its creators. As with the outer facade, these balconies and galleries could only be reached by those gifted with flight. With only my ruined wings to carry me, this towering labyrinth seemed impassable. The object of my quest lay just beyond my grasp. For here, suspended at the apex of the chamber, was the threshold that surely led to the great vampire himself. I didn't know whether Janos Ordran was the monster depicted in the stronghold, or one of the noble creatures memorialized among the ruins of the ancient vampires. And I didn't care. Demon or angel, he alone held the key to my destiny.